Evening, guys, and welcome to round 4 of the SRA Polo Supa Cup, brought to you by SRA. This fourth round taking place on Killarney, and I can promise you the heat is high and the battles are close. I think, if I'm correct, the top 14 qualified within about a second of each other. In the studio with me, I've got Mike McGeer. Mike, welcome, and great to have you back after a long absence. Well, you've been
let's see what we can contribute towards tonight's race.
Yeah, I mean, we know what happens, but the viewers doesn't yet. And I can tell you guys, it's going to be nail biting. We're going to swap over to the actual race screen. The guys on the grid currently on pole, we had Charles Wilken. Next to him, we had Wilre Dippenaar from Namibia. In third place, Dani van Rooyen, always up there, usually in the front, so it's a bit awkward for him to run in third place. Fourth place, Melvin Gous from Namibia. Fifth place, we had the second PZN car of Jan-Ray Dippenaar, and then we had Andrew Stadler in sixth, followed by Ryan Lurik in seventh, then JP, I'm not sure, I've missed his surname here now. I think it's Barnard, JP da Barnard.
Barnard, yes, Mr. Barnard.
And then behind him, Peter Grobler, one of our admins, not too happy in the polos, especially on Killarney. Then we have yourself, Master Mike McGeer, followed by Marguy, and then in the far background, I'm not sure, I'm losing track of the guys, but they're lining up, they're busy lining up, and we'll go live shortly. Well, Charles will have the benefit of the inside line into the first corner, so let's see what happens.
Not to mention cold tyres in the first lap.
Yeah, there's no tyre blanket, so they're putting off on really, really cold tyres. And we see Wilre Dippenaar possibly use the P2P there because it's very quick off the line. Dani van Rooyen settles in third. Charles on the inside, bit of contact there, goes sideways, and Wilre moves into the lead. So Charles actually bit himself in the butt there.
Yeah, as I said, I think it was cold tyres.
As we go into Castle,
cold tyres play a role in this corner.
You can see Charles running wide, so he's definitely struggling with the cold tyres. So he's going to have to fight his way back. I think he's fallen down to about 7th or 8th now, so not the best of first race starts for him there. As we go back to the front, Wilre Dippenaar currently in the lead, followed by Dani van Rooyen, third place. Andrew Stadler had a fantastic start, all the way from, I believe, 5th place into 4th now, and chasing hard behind Melvin Gous.
Now, Andrew always does well at Killarney, eh? See the background, there's something happened.
That was Marguy going off, so we missed that one there. Oh, and a little bit of slip and slide there. I believe that's Blake Creer, but he kept it, and he's still in the running there. We're going to go through the field a bit as we go to third place. Andrew Stadler then going for a move on Melvin Gous on the inside as they come down the start-finish straight. Will he be able to stick the move? Yes.
The battle of the push-to-pass.
Yeah, that actually works in that straight quite well. So Andrew there, he made a clean. He got the better running out of the last corner, and as they went into Continental, he was already ahead of Melvin, and he just made the pass stick. So he's up into third place. Melvin then falls to 4th. I'm trying to see, he's running in 5th now at the moment. So in 5th place we have got Jan-Ray Dippenaar in the second PZN car, and he's followed by Blake Creer and Blake. I think that's Ryan Lurik. Yeah.
No, it's not Ryan. It's Wilre, isn't it?
No, that's the first car is the PZN car of
it is Ryan.
Jan-Ray,
it is Ryan.
Then Ryan.
Yes.
And we can see right behind them is Charles Wilken making up spaces now. So Blake Creer going for a move then on Jan-Ray Dippenaar.
Jan-Ray, yes.
As he does on the inside, will Ryan put his nose in there? Yes, he does. He might also make a move here. So Charles then getting a better running out of the corner onto the start-finish straight. This will allow him to maybe get his nose on the inside of either of these cars, or will he stay put?
I think it's going to tow here.
Definitely got a toe there. He has passed Jan-Ray as well. So Jan-Ray has lost 3 places in the gap of 2 corners. Oh, and contact there between Charles. Charles just left the brakes too late, and poor Ryan there running off now. So yeah, that's cost Ryan 2 positions.
Ryan just in the wrong place, unfortunately.
Yeah, these guys The gaps are so tight. I mean, if you leave the brakes half a meter too late, there's nothing you can do about it. And sadly for Ryan, yeah. So Yandre now chasing after Charles. I think Charles is going to slowly pull away. I mean, he was on pole, so he has got the pace, but he's got a lot of work to try and catch up. Just going to try and run through the field. Dani van Rooyen chasing hard to try and catch Willem de Dippenaar there. Should be interesting to see what happens when the tyres start to wear out. Then we've got another big gap battle between Andrew Stadler and Melvin Goos for third place. Melvin then putting his nose on the inside. He basically just blocks off Andrew there. Made the pass and then moved over to block him, keep behind him. But now Andrew has got the slipstream down the straight. Melvin keeping the inside line. Will Andrew make a pass on the outside?
Yeah, this whole Zook's always got it's got two lines. There's the inside and the outside, and if you stay on it, it's quite amazing how much speed you can get coming out of it.
I actually saw that you can make a pass on the outside if you can keep your momentum.
Correct.
Now something has happened between Voldo and Dani, because Andrew and Melvin has caught right up with him. So these guys are literally bumper on bumper now. Melvin might be trying to make a move on Voldo, but Andrew is going to have the advantage of two slipstreams there, right on each other's tails, as they go through Sabre and head onto the back straight.
At this point in time, looks like Dani is just going. He's leaving the pack.
Dani will now have the opportunity to pull away. I know he's driving with a back pain, so that might hamper him a bit towards the end. So Melvin not able to make a pass in, neither could Andrew, so I do believe Volro might have used another push to pass here. They're side by side now going down the start finish. Andrew falling back a slight bit. As they go into Continental, Volvo putting his nose up on the inside. You can see what you just talked about. It's such a tricky corner that you can make it work on both lines for you. Melvin up into second place.
It's almost like an oval circuit. You know, the corners on an oval. You've got an inner line and outside line, and if there's not too much rub on the outside, there's another line there.
It's quite interesting. We're going to see what's going on a bit further back. Charles has passed Jandre now, and he's on the bumper of Blake Creers, so he's going to try and make a move there. So Jandre trailing Charles now up to 6th place, if I'm correct. Blake in 4th or 5th. I'm not sure. Can you help me there, Mike?
It's
5th place.
5th, yes.
Charles going for the inside move there, very, very late on the brakes. He then takes 5th place from Blake. This will allow Jandre to maybe make a move on the inside. Will he get the running out onto the start-finish straight? He might be able to pull it off. I think he's a bit too far back there.
Blake and Jandre had a good fight in race 1 and race 2 by Lucas. You can see there.
Oh, Blake the crazy man. Well, if you look towards the front, there's a lot going on there as well. They will drop back there. Melvin's still trying to hunt down Volvo.
See, Blake's obviously trying to use Charles as a toe.
Well, if these guys are going to continue to battle, it's going to allow Charles and Blake to catch right up with him. We'll have a 6-car battle for the lead. Dani's not putting away that quick. It seems Volvo is actually catching up now.
Again, it's a typical thing. It's catching is fine, passing is another.
Especially in these cars. Well, if you've got push to pass, you've just got so many of them, and then it stops. The Volvo are very late on the brakes.
That's when it becomes interesting.
Oh, and Andrew putting his nose on the inside of Melvin. So as he got the better running, it's so difficult. Everybody has got a chance here to go for second. I mean, you can lose 2 places in one corner. So easy. Sheldon, having passed Blake, he's going to be on the hunt to try and catch up with these guys. And if they go on like that, that's going to happen very quickly.
See, outside line, inner line. Interesting.
So we're going to try and... I'm actually stuck on this battle, but we're going to run through the field quick and see who's running where.
One thing I noticed...
Place, yeah.
So one thing I'm noticing is very little lockup between the drivers. The brakes are really spot on.
Brakes
In
are
terms
really good as
they're
well,
not.
and it works on this track. We've had
Yeah.
plenty of. Well, Peter Grobler is running a lonely race out there. I think he's currently in about 8th or 9th. But he has never been a big fan of Killarney. He actually hates Killarney.
I love it.
Mike McGear then just, I think you in second place here in the veterans class. For those who don't know, we're running
Yes.
3 classes. So we've got everybody above 40 runs in the veteran class. And then the pro class is for the younger crazy quick
And
drivers.
choice.
And by
choice,
choice, yeah. And then we have got the amateur class, which is currently led by, I do believe, Janine Glad.
Yep.
That's actually her husband, Tommy Glad. She's right behind him in the second Zima Racing VW Polo. So she's leading the amateur class.
But she's doing extremely well. Eh? She's
Well,
the car control and everything else with the Polos is exceptional.
it's right up there. And I mean, should I dare say it, but on the gravel ovals, she's managed to beat her husband once or twice, and he's not going to be happy to hear me say that. And also in the BTCC, she's giving him the run for his money. I think maybe she might be hitting with him or something. Well, back to the front. The battle's still really close there. Donny van Rooyen, he's pulled away slight bit, I think. Second place, Villeneuve has his hands full with Andrew Stadler and Melvin Gous in the two blue cars. Actually quite difficult to see who's where. I'm just trying to see the rear screen sticker there. Oh, Melvin driving for the inside, for the outside. Getting a bit impatient now. The Andrew right up behind Melvin now, so I'm not sure how it's going to pan out, but this should be a very interesting battle to watch towards the end. Oh, and I hear car dropping refs, so something might have happened there. It seems there was a bit of contact between Gous and Stadler, but didn't lose too much time, dropped back, but this allowed Charles Walken to catch right up with Stadler. So will he be attacking now from behind into Stadler?
Charles on a mission, yeah.
I think he's up to about 8,000 RPM now. 7.5. Right. If he still has push to pass, he's definitely going to be able to make a move down the straight.
But Charles got exceptional brake control. That's one thing I've noticed. You see there? Look at that.
He also doesn't run with ABS, so that can catch him out at times. As they go down the main straight, side by side, Andrew has got the inside line, but as we've seen before, if you run the first corner correct, you can stick it out on the outside. Will he make it stick? And he sits right next to him, Mike. Again, this lines him up for the inside for the next one.
Yeah.
Which is actually part of the oval track now. Will Andrew's oval experience? No, it doesn't help. Charles has made a clean pass on him. Will Andrew let him go, or is he going to take?
I think it looks like Andrew's definitely not going to let him get away. But again, might just also use him as a tow, eh?
Once you hit the
Something I would
backside,
do.
if you've got push to pass, you can make a move. And behind them, we can still see Yandere Dippenaar. No, that's Vilro. Sorry for that. Yandere Dippenaar and Blake Creer in one hell of a battle. They don't want to let up. To the left, to the right. So Yandere going for these. A slight contact there between the two under braking. Well, Blake has got a. The wheel spun it out of the corner, so would that have helped him to get some speed on straight? It surely looks like it. But now Grobis is catching up right behind him. And Blake putting very late on the brakes, they're going for the line. Again, bit of context. So these guys are really on the edge here. Another one.
If there was door handles and mirrors, they'd be gone.
For sure, for sure. Yandere keep making that polo very wide. Blake actually said it after the race, that was one of the best races he's had, and I think he's posted a link of this dice on Facebook.
That's awesome.
Well, back to the trio. Coastal leading for third place, not leading. Dani van Rooyen well away. Vilder slowly catching up. Close in third. Lurik there running a lonely race. Fourth place, I was actually going over to Charles Wilken and then I pressed the wrong surname. Sorry for that, guys. So Andrew's not leading up. Andrew is still attacking Charles every move he can.
Killarney is one of Andrew's favorite circuits.
He absolutely loves the circuit. And he
Did you see that dummy he gave him?
Yeah, they're trying every trick in the book. But you can see Charles knows Killarney very well. He knows he can stick it on the outside. You can see Andrew had the outside line, but he tried to drive on the inside. So, I mean, it is some racing, but it gets very, very real, close to the real thing, so to speak. And as they start, I mean, they're about 3 quarters through the race now. About 8 minutes left of the race. So the tyres.
It's almost a car length now to Melbourne.
Yeah, the dice they're having is allowing Melbourne to slowly pull away. What I'm trying to see is Andrew falling back because Charles making up a lot of time on that back straight. I think he's using his push to passes just on the back straight and he's going for a move on the inside. Really late on the brakes again. Melbourne getting right up into the slipstream. Is he going to leave room on the inside? Yes, Charles actually does leave room there, so that allows Melbourne again. And Andrew not backing off, he's coming on the outside. Again, Charles sticks on the outside. Oh, he's lost some time. They're sliding it into the corner. That's what happened with the Polos. If you can brake really, really late, but if it lets go, it lets go.
But the thing is with the Polo, even if it does it, you can still torque steer itself.
It's got a lot of power to do it, and the handling is so nice. You can put it anywhere you like actually, and not lose too much time. So Vilder right up onto Dani van Rooyen. So let's cross over to that one. Vilder has caught up right behind Dani, and I think Dani might be struggling with tyre issues.
Especially the left front.
It tends
These
to
cars,
overheat a lot.
they cook the left front. Look at that. He's actually challenging for the lead there.
He is trying to make a move as there's 6 minutes or something left plus a lap. And this is where the tires really, really start to wear off. In the background, the fight for third still going on. But we're going to stick with this one. Vilder on the outside there. Is he going to cut in? Is he going to try and he tries to cut in? He doesn't use the outside line as we've seen. So Dani at this stage is just making his Polo as wide as possible.
Just keeping on that ideal line.
See the brakes completely red. So they're not just using them, they're abusing them. And still will Vilder be able to make a move. He dives for the inside as they go down the Malmers to the straight through
This is brave to do this. Yeah. No, I'm sorry. Two cars in there, so that's already a recipe for disaster.
You've got 2 extra Karunas to try that.
They pulled it off. Yeah, that was just.
Dani not letting go of him. He's going to try and do everything to regain that first place. Vilder currently in the lead. Dani in second. And I do believe Charles has moved up to third. Yep, Charles up to third place. Him and Melbourne go side by side now again as they go down the main straight. Let's see what happens here. Melbourne goes for the outside line. No, he doesn't manage to stick that one. Charles extremely quick through turn 1, that's for sure.
This corner also late apex is also sometimes works and sometimes doesn't.
It depends on how, if you can pull it off. That's actually quite a tricky corner as is this. Now known as the Volkswagen corner if I'm correct.
I like to drive right on that inside curb.
It does
If I get the
work.
car, if I get got to stick in there, then I know I'm safe.
It does work, but getting your mindset to do that—that's the
Oh
problem.
yes.
Currently,
Oh no, it's also the double apexes there. I see they tap the brakes slightly on the first one.
it's just to settle the car in and then
Oh no,
try and get the nose to turn in.
I think different driving styles because I tend to just lift off, and I actually see they actually give a little bit of a brake as they go into the first one.
Donnie really on the tail there, Volro. Oh, and
I
that's
think
end of the race.
it's
So
over.
Volro took first.
It's over. Well done.
Oh, Donnie
And
spoke out of the brakes there.
And Shaw finished third.
I do believe Charles did manage to finish third. Yeah, we missed that one. He made a really late brake move and passed Melvin for third. So Charles taking third, then Melvin in fourth, and Andrew in fifth. I haven't got the race results in front of me. Stupid of me, but yeah. So what we'll do, we're gonna cut over to the second race. Basically, the guys now going to top 10 reverse grid. So the Dan and Wilken will be 9th and 10th, and the guys ahead of them, as they finished in race 1, will be 10th place, will be in first. I haven't got the results. I'm sorry for that, guys. My bad. But I'll be sure to get them out. We'll be back in a short, well, for you it'll be only a few seconds, but we'll be back just now. Just want to transition here. Welcome back, guys, and as we transition into the next race, race 2, the final of the day, another 17 laps, 17 minutes plus 1 lap race. Standing on pole this time round is Blake Creer, the crazy man. Then next to him we've got Peter Grobler in the Monster Polo. Third place will be Jandre Dippenaar from Namibia in his PZN Polo. Then we've got Andrew Stadler, I think he's from the Joburg area, Mike?
Yes.
He's in 4th place. 5th place, Melvin Gous in the Bitstream Polo. 6th place, Charles Wilken. 7th place, Dani van Rooyen. And then in 8th, so it's top 8 inverted. Volro won the first race, will then be in 8th place. So it should be interesting to watch these guys. If we go further back, just want to get you guys into the loop of things. 9th place we have Jason Nell from SSRL. 10th place we've got you, Mike McGeer in the Nazima Polo. Then we've got one of the new guys, one of the rookies actually running veteran class, JP Barnard in another Polo, well in his Polo, all of them Polos. Then we've got Marguy, always very quick, but we saw he went off in race 1, so he had a bit of a bad luck event. Ryan Lurik, also one of the quickest drivers in the Polos, a lot of bad luck in race 1. He is followed then by our lady driver Janine Glad. Behind her we have got one of the new guys. I think that was Rudy van der Westhuizen.
Yep.
Rudy van der Westhuizen, followed by our guest from Italy, Albergotti Filippo. His first race here, and he thoroughly enjoyed it, and he said he can't wait for the next one. Then we have one of the newcomers. I think that is Van Wyk was his surname. Still need to recognize these guys and learn their names. Then we've got Johan Niemand and Tommy Glad right at the back. He got hammered again by his wife, or he was hammered, not sure. But yeah, let's get into it. Start the race. Usually the second race, Mike, the tempers do get a bit...
Oh, they all warmed up from the first race.
they do tend to... It gets real Polo Cupish. So as the lights go out, you can hear them revving up. It should be the 10-second mark, and we'll see them move on any moment now. Blake Creer, he's in a good position to actually win this one if he can keep it up. He's always pretty quick. Well, they're going on the inside of Peter Grobler. Behind them, Andrew Stadler. So they're pretty much settled in. We're just going to try and get a better view here of the cars. We'll go with Charles Wilken. Oh, and Charles running wide. They're almost into the concrete walls.
I don't know how he missed that concrete wall.
So he dives on the inside. He knows he's going to have to get Dani behind him, because if Dani is ahead of you, it's not easy to pass. So these guys all in the back now. It's difficult to see. And a bit of argy-bargy going on there. I'm not sure if anyone went off. No, they all got clean through. So Blake Creel leading. Probably in second place. Third, fourth and fifth is really, really close, undecided. So Andrew then walks out the victory there in third. Charles diving on the inside. 3 cars abreast. Oh, a bit of touch there. This is looking for trouble. Wilder dipping on the inside. Melvin goes the middle and walking on the inside. It's all too much now.
3 into 1, don't go.
Well, they more or less somehow figured that one out, and it did work this time round. Wouldn't they do it again? Or would we? Charles then moving up into 4th place, going for the inside on Andrew. Wilder in 5th. Well,
again, you can see the tires are still cold, eh?
They're still cold, they're still struggling, but Dani has fallen way back, not sure what happened there. He's either decided to back off or he made quite a small mistake or some incident somewhere. So he's got his work cut out. He's currently running in 8th place, I believe. Oh, a bit of contact there between Wilder and Melvin. Not much time lost there, but
that's pure racing stuff.
These 4 guys are really, and Andrew is going to have a hard time to keep Mr. Wilkin behind him. This is allowing Grobbies and Blake to actually pull away quite quick. Charles extremely late on the brakes there every time. He just got that car sorted on the braking for sure. We've got another battle going on there. Seems like Volley is going for a pass on the inside of Melvin's house in the background there. Yes, he makes it stick.
He's watching obviously race 1 and seeing the people take the outside line there. Eh?
Yeah, and now they're all doing it. A bit of contact there. Well, these guys been racing together in real life, so they actually do know each other and touching him there, but it's proper racing, I think.
So Donnie's catching, eh?
Donnie's catching for sure, but look at the top 4 now. So
they're all bunching.
They're all bunching up, and Grobler is catching up with Blake. We're going to go to that one. Peter Grobler is very, very close to Blake now. Andrew's right up there with Peter, and Charles on the inside of Andrew. He's going to make a move there.
It's also Blake and Grobler is two different classes, just by the way.
Yeah. Blake running in pro, so he's leading the pro class. Grobler's, well, actually he is a pro, but he's driving veteran class, saying his heart can't take the pro class.
Me as well.
Yeah, but we know you're one of the older members. We have respect for you. We let you go.
This is awesome. Look at this.
This is a nice dice between the two. Grobler's losing a bit of traction there. Charles catching up quite quick now. He's on a mission. I think he's on the limiter now, close to 10,000.
Yep.
Right onto the bumper of Peter Grobler there. Really, really close racing going on here.
I think he's letting Peter know he's there.
He surely is. And Andrew is not backing off either. Andrew is right up there once again. So now, right behind him, we're going to stick with this one. But in the background, we can see Donnie is now passing Melvin Gous and going for Volder Dippenaar. So the 2 first and second place finishers are at it again for this race. Charles then going on the inside of Grobbies. Will he make a pass there? And we've got 3 cars. I know something went wrong here. Yep, 3 cars next to each other. Bit of archie-barchie. Melvin losing out there. I asked if they're going to do it again. Well, they did. Racing drivers never learn.
Yeah, but you went to the middle this time.
Yep. Anyway, so look at this, guys. Charles has passed Grobler. So I'm not sure how we missed that one. Going into the corner. And right on the tail of Peter Grobler there. Charles slowly pulling away, but Grobler's not going to back off. They both went going to the grass, and how they missed that concrete ball, I really don't know. Of course, it does suck you in. Oh, and Grobler's late on the brakes here, taking out Charles. I'm not sure if he locked up or he got help from behind, but that was an unfortunate incident. I'm pretty sure Grobler's well back out there.
This is, I think we're 11,000 RPM.
This might be over the limiter now. Into the red. And we see Niemand, he's just benefiting. He started from way back and he's right up there. So a lot of stuff happening in the background that we missed.
Circumstances allowed him the opportunity.
So we see Robbie he's slowing down. Oh, and contact between him and Shaw. Oh, I don't know what happened there, but okay. Robbie's... I think he went to the grass and went a bit too far.
I think he's doing a escape to pit.
It could be that he damaged his car during the incident. Not sure what happened there. We'll have it.
There he just came out the pit now.
Out the pits there. So currently the guys pretty much, I can't see a lot of action happening here. We'll go to Donnie van Rooyen. Oh, him and Wilder are at it again. So we'll try and stick with this one. Will he make the pass? And we've got Andrew Stadler. He's also fallen back. No, he's actually in second place now. So Andrew, with all the commotion going on, we've missed this. Andrew has moved into second place. And he's got his sights set on Blake Creer. Then we've got a nice little battle. That's between Jandre Dippenaar and Peter Grobler. Unfortunately, Peter now lapped down, so he won't be able to... Oh, that's Vora actually, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Vora, yeah.
That's Vora, yeah. Vora also having lost out somewhere. We missed that again. So much happening, guys. I'm so sorry. You just got to hop around. And so Dani and Vora was together, and Vora lost out on that one big time. So he's going to have to make one hell of a comeback drive. Dani van Rooyen then now up with... No, I think we've got this one wrong. This is
Jandre.
That is Jandre. So Dani now up to Jandre. So Wilro, yes, he has lost it out he has lost out somewhere. So in actual fact, it wasn't Wilro and Dani, it was Jandre and Dani really struggling to get past Jandre. And then actually, someone who amazed me in this race was Johan Niemand. He benefited from
I think he definitely.
But he was quick. He was right up there. You can see him sticking it out with Dani staying right up there, keeping Charles behind him. And Tommy Glad also in the background there. So the pace in the cars, as we said during qualifying, was second apart between the top 15 or 16, I believe. And you can see
Dani's really trying to get a toe out there.
He is going for that pass. We're going to go with him. Charles going on the inside again. Very, very late on the brake. He's extremely good through that corner.
Charles loves that overtaking maneuver.
Years of experience, I believe.
That's his favourite. Yeah, that's his favourite overtaking.
Well, let's see if Dani's on the outside. Will he dive to the inside? What will Jandre do here? This is a tricky corner, as you said. No, Dani tries the inside. And again, Charles just catches up. Every single corner. A bit of contact there. So the guys are really pushing very hard.
That was a rubbing one. That wasn't...
Yeah, that was... But now Melvin back...
That's my opinion anyway.
Melvin back right behind Johan Niemand now. So we've got 5 cars here battling for 3rd place. Oh, and a bit of argy-bargy there between Dani and Jandre. So the guys are really trying to get through now. And... oh, going left, right, left, right. Jandre very late on the brakes. Slight tap there onto Dani.
Dani held it.
Dani held it. He's got the inside line. Charles trying to get the slip here. They're side by side. Jandre blocking the line. Charles down to the inside. They're trying everything here, guys. Something's bound to happen. I can promise you it will probably happen. Very late braking there. Contact between Charles and Jandre.
The Charles came out there. He's still in it. He's still in it.
Jandre is right up there. Now he's being... Him and Melvin Gous together now with Johan Niemand. The contact there again. No, there wasn't contact. They're just very, very close to each other. And guys, even though this is sim racing, I can promise you the palms are sweating, the feet are sweating.
Adrenaline's pumping.
It's actually a lot of fun. Yeah, the tempers do flare and there's some words afterwards. But next time they're all back again and they do it all over again. Especially in the Polo Cups. The Shell going on the outside there.
That's a P2P pass, that's for sure.
Yeah, but Donnie now. Oh,
Donnie, late
a
break.
bit wide, yeah.
That's very, very late on the break there.
Also, the pedals the guys are using does make a huge difference on performance as well, and where they tend to brake and how they brake. Michelle going for the inside. I'm not sure, I can be wrong, but it does seem like Donnie is having a bit of an understeer issue. If you're looking to turn in on the corners.
Yes. He's having to overcorrect coming out. Could also be tyre, eh? Tyre getting hot.
Tyre getting hot because they are really, really pushing it. I mean, they're not driving racing lines, they're pushing the same times, dicing each other, so they're putting a lot of strain on the tyres. And Jan Redder keeping right up there with the guys in the background. We can see Johan Niemann staying right up there with Melvin Goos, and in turn, that's Mike, I believe that's you chasing right behind them.
Yeah, I somehow managed to
get yourself up there.
Yeah.
So let's just have a quick look there. Side by side.
Obviously for me, trying to catch up to Johan.
To Johan, because that's a battle for first place in veterans. So Donnie on the inside there, and they touch each other slightly, another touch. They're so on the limit that you literally, the cars are just sliding, they're not bumping each other deliberately.
Again, that's correct. That's not deliberate, that's just pure.
Sharp pushing Donnie a bit,
that's...
Oh, and contact there between Jandre and Donnie. This has Charles sliding off there. Everybody has slid off. That has allowed. Just want to recap here quick, but I think that has allowed.
I even managed to pass.
Massive change. So, Jandre has rejoined. No, Vilro has now come up from, I believe, 7th or 8th, right up into 4th place behind Melvin Goos. We see the two pieces in cars there, which is which. So 22 is Jandre and 77 is Vilro. So Melvin in 3rd place, Jandre in 4th and Vilro in 5th. And Charles has regained 6th place. Donnie is the one who lost out the biggest there. I think he's fallen down to 8th or 9th. We're going to stick with this. This should be an interesting battle.
This is 4 cars into this corner.
All of these guys, actually the 4 of them, real race drivers. Oh, another one that late braking, not sure what happened there, but that's Vildo going off big time, so he's lost out on this battle. Winner of race 1, then out of the running surely for race 2.
I think that's it. He's out there for definitely. It's too late in the race to get back.
Now, if you look at the times, they've probably got about 4 or 5 laps to go, so it's not a lot left in it. But you can see the car struggling now, or the driver struggling with tyre weight, definitely. The car's running wide, sliding a lot. Gonna stick with this one. Jandre going for the inside. I think he might have some push to pass. He's going really, really deep inside. And then we see Donnie making a move on you.
Yeah, I kind of just also, because I mean, he's, it's I'm not fighting him, yeah. So, yeah.
Well, during that whole thing, you managed to take the lead in veteran class.
Oh.
Yep, you're leading veteran class. The Shoal diving to the outside there, so massive battle going on between Jandre and Shoal now at the moment. We're going to drop over to that one. The Shoal having lost a bit on that first corner, he's on the outside here. We'll try and make the undercut. Will he make it stick? He's got to run up as they go down to the S's. Into Volkswagen. Makes up a lot of ground on Jandre on the inside. Oh, and there's contact again, and Jandre loses it.
Ah,
Two
shame.
taps there. They just touched. Andre went wide. Another tap there by Downey. Now it's getting a bit dirty here, guys.
Now, I think what happened there, probably Charles was trying to keep it on the line, not realizing, and I think Donny was coming through there.
Had too
and
much speed there.
Correct.
Really, really deep there on the inside, trying to get the inside of you, Mike.
No, I decided that I'm not going to be any part of any.
You got out of it.
Exactly.
And we see Filippo retiring there to the pit with a plume of smoke, so not sure what happened there.
He had disconnected, if I'm not mistaken. You'll see I just discreetly let Shaw go through here. Just break a little bit early.
Inside and, yeah, well, Johan has fallen back quite a bit, so you've got a relaxing lead. No, well, yeah, well, you
no,
see,
he was still there. He was still there.
But Robbie's now, okay, he had a bad run in that one. I thought he was in second in class. Fortunately for these guys, they can drop 3 of the worst events. So if the points come out now as well, it's going to be completely different to what it was 2 weeks ago when we had the previous race. And this is where it now starts to get interesting, because if they have to disconnect...
It's actually quite nice because you don't really know, because you can't calculate the future.
No, you can't work out you've won or anything.
Correct. So you don't know where. Because the drop rounds you might have a worse race next event than the previous event, and it'll adjust the points according to that.
Well, if we look at this, Andrew has actually, we forgot about the 2 leaders. Andrew has actually passed Blake Creer for the lead. So again, Andrew loves Killarney and it's showing.
I think the two of these, Andrew and Blake had an awesome race in race 2.
Texted me and said it was one of the best races he had, and Blake, obviously, he made no secret of it. He loved this event. But he loves East London and he loves Killarney, and he's always quick on these 2 tracks. I think he comes from East London, if I'm correct, or nearby.
Yes, Blake, East London.
Very late braking there, Blakey. No, man. So he went weeding. So Andrew definitely, if he makes no mistake, he's got this one in the back.
Way too late on the brakes, and once you're on that curb, it's not going to stop you.
Melvin Gous in a comfortable 3rd place. All the RG behind him has led him through to 3rd, so he's running comfortably in 3rd. And behind them again, Dani and Charles. That's something going on there across the line. We sadly missed that, but yeah, there was right to the end. There was.
That's the end of the race.
Dealing's the race over. So yeah, that some shenanigans going on. I missed that one. We could actually go back for a replay and just see exactly what happened there. So if we go back into the final corner, Donnie on the inside, Charles on the outside. So what happens here? Slight conflict between these guys. They're all over it, and Charles loses it, but he still maintains it. Donnie on the inside, Charles trying to block, they're losing it again. So yeah, one of the moments where tempers did flare a bit. But yeah, in short, guys,
overall nice.
The racing in itself was really, really good. Close, yes, a little bit of chance there, but in general, Mike, I do believe there wasn't a lot of deliberate stuff. The cars were sliding and pitching, and 1 or 2 guys, I mean, the guys really give it the all. They practice on their own a lot of laps. The
thing is, these cars are also so forgiving. That's the thing, you know. I love these cars. I really love these cars.
Them, yeah. You can push the limits as far as you possibly want to, and you seem to get away with it. And what happens, especially in the second race, they get so comfortable with it, they go for it.
Not only that, I mean, the fact is that the cars can drive so close to one another as well.
yeah, you can literally touch each other and not a lot will happen.
Correct.
So, yeah, next up we'll be having the V8 Supercars, which is your baby. And obviously with no custom skins. Ish, you're going to have to help me there with the liveries and the names. But we'll cross over to a new stream. We're going to make a completely new separate stream for this one. And we'll post a link for both, and we'll see you guys in a bit.